One of the reasons why we can't find meaningful performance measures for our goals has to do with whether the goals are about actions or about results. Action-oriented goals, they aren't true goals, since goals should be about making a difference, not just doing stuff. We find plenty of both action-oriented and result-oriented goals, and often mixed together, in strategic plans and operational plans in all sectors and industries all around the world. And we find that many people don't even realise that there's a difference. But there is a difference. And the difference matters in how meaningful and how useful our performance measures can be. Action-oriented goals are tasks, projects, milestones, or activities. They aren't true goals, even though it's common to refer to the completion of a task or a project as a goal. But they don't describe an impact or outcome that is an enduring quality that can be continually improved or that continually matters. They describe discrete units of work that might very well help to achieve an outcome or create an impact on an enduring quality, but they have a start, a finish, and a series of steps in between. They consume resources and time. They are done or completed rather than achieved. And examples of action-oriented goals are things like build a network of priority bus corridors, implement the new financial software by June, train all staff in time management, enhance our customer service policy, introduce at least one new innovative product, report near-miss accidents. Action-oriented goals cannot be meaningfully measured. In fact, they lend themselves to be measured in trivial ways. Now, one trivial way is with milestones, like completed by end of year. Milestones are not measures, by the way. Another trivial way is to use single points of data, like on budget. Another trivial way is to total up volumes of inputs or resources, like number of staff trained or kilometres of bus corridor constructed. Now, these measures don't describe performance because they don't describe whether the action created the desired effect or not, just that the action was done. Action-oriented goals and action-oriented measures keep our attention on doing stuff. But project management is what takes care of that. What we need our attention on through performance measurement and management is making a difference that matters. Now, this doesn't mean that we discard action, but before we worry about which actions, we need to start by setting result-oriented goals. Then we can choose the best actions that will achieve those goals. Result-oriented goals are true goals. They're true goals because they're statements about improvement compared with now, like a change for the better. They describe an impact or outcome that is an enduring quality. They can be changed or improved by more than one type of action, and some actions will have more impact on them than others. They don't have a start or finish, and they're not a series of steps to follow. They are qualities that are always present and that either matter to us right now or they don't. They don't consume resources or time. They are the effect of how we spend resources or time. They aren't completed, they're achieved, and being achieved really means that the quality they describe has in some way improved. So examples of result-oriented goals are things like these. Decrease peak hour transit times, reduce the error rate in financial reports, reduce overtime hours, increase customer loyalty, grow our market share, keep all projects on time and on budget, no one is harmed by preventable accidents. So result-oriented goals are easier to find meaningful measures for. When we look for a measure for a result-oriented goal, we're looking for direction and objective evidence of the result that we want. So for example, we could measure the average transit time during peak hour periods over time and see by how much our bus corridor project reduces it. We could measure the number of errors per data item in financial reports and look for the decrease that we'd expect after the new financial system is up and running. We could measure the total overtime hours worked each week and then test what impact productivity training has on reducing that. Result-oriented goals and result-oriented measures keep our attention on making a difference that really matters through the actions that we deliberately choose and implement. Result-oriented measures are what performance measurement and performance improvement is all about. So, do you reckon you have some action-oriented goals? What result do you think they're aimed at achieving? Answer that question before you decide how to measure your goals, or you'll just end up measuring how much stuff you're doing. And that means you'll never know if you're doing the right stuff or doing it well enough.